When I woke up that morning, I had no idea how I got into my bed. And I also didn't understand the bruises that I had on my body. I couldn't piece together myself what had happened from the moment we arrived at the hotel to me waking up in my own hotel room. My name is Joëlle Cabisoso. I'm 22 years old from Hamilton, Ontario. Me and my friends, we try to do it all, making sure that we didn't look back and say, wow, I wish we would have really, lived our last senior year to the fullest. Coming into grade 12, you saw everybody before you go to Montreal for March break. So I went on the trip with girls that I went to high school with. The only thing we had in mind was to party. It was just a bunch of girls and a bunch of guys partying at a hotel. I had taken maybe 2 shots, and the next thing I know, I wake up the next morning in my hotel room. As I wake up, I see I have bruises on my body. I couldn't even, till this day, I'm still trying to figure out where did I get those bruises from? I had a bad feeling that something had happened, but that was the first thing I said was, Mom. So when I found out what actually happened to me, I couldn't believe it. After we started drinking, we paired off, and the guy that I went with took me into the washroom, and either 2 more guys followed or 2 were already in the washroom. One guy came, and then the others were yelling, I'm next, and then they kept saying, no, she likes it, see, she likes it. After that, I started bleeding a lot, and they were basically done. I go on Twitter, and one of them had tweeted 4 little monkeys sitting on a bed, 2 got raped, and 1 just bled. When I read that tweet, I was broken. You're admitting to not only having hurt me, but to just violating my whole existence, really, and my personhood. And not only that, and there's all these racial slurs as well that's going into that tweet. And because I didn't have any memories, it broke me even further. At that point, that's where I felt like I lost all power. If I ever in my life had suicidal thoughts, it was that time. That same day, I called the police and I explained to them, I'm like, I think I might have been raped and I don't know what to do. And the detective basically told me, well, next time don't drink too much. And that was the hardest thing, because I don't know, I felt like it was almost worse than what actually happened to my physical body, because at this point, the blame was on me. There was 1 black girl statement and 4 white guys. That was the end of it. I never spoke to the police officer again. I basically just closed the case on myself at that point. I didn't really start putting everything into perspective and start really wanting to heal until I reached my 2nd year of university. Being in an environment where you're hearing these type of stories and you're hearing how other women overcame their experiences, to me was very soothing. Today, I am working with Legal Aid Ontario, dealing with women who've experienced abuse or who've experienced sexual assaults. Every client that I help that tells me about their experiences, it just really motivates me to find out, what I can do to help, because back then, I didn't know what to do to help myself. I feel like I owe it to myself to make sure that I'm in a career where I'm actually helping people. Of course, at one point I felt like there was no hope for me, but now at a place where I am in my life, I'm just so much more, I'm just happier. I just have so many positive things that I want to see myself do and that I want to see happen in my life. I feel like once I took control of my life, everything fell into place.